extremely windy on this side. Okay. So now we're moving to my group, and I am going to be talking about, well, okay, my outline is talking about behavioral contracting, which is just basically the client and the worker have an agreement on what's going to happen, how long this is going to happen, and that such. I believe Amber's going to touch on it a little bit more than what I did. And then I did mine on the back. And so on the back is exercise F, and it's going to talk about reframing. And then we're going to do an exercise. I'm not going to read from the outline. I'm just going to give it to you guys, and then you can go back and read it. And then we're going to work on an exercise. It's kind of emotional, but it's okay. Okay, so does everyone have something to write with, or a pen and pencil, paper? You can write. You can actually write on your outline if you want to. Okay. So you have to write. Okay. So first thing first is we're gonna think about an event that happened, something like stressful in your life, such as, you know, say someone died, or broke up with a boyfriend, or your wife cheated on you or something. Something in that case, something that was really like emotional to you, something that really kind of broke you in such a way. So if you want, you can write down that event that happened. Sorry, the lane is extremely... Okay, you done? Okay, next we're gonna write down some authorizing conditions that happen. So let's write down, if you're depressed, then write down that you were depressed. If you resort to eating a lot, write down how that happened. If you had mood swings, write down that. If you had anger issues, or if you were angry towards someone, or if you isolated yourself from anyone and such, and right, just come up with as many as you can, because we're gonna talk more. Okay, so now we're gonna switch to the actual reframing exercise, which is relating and thinking back. So one of the things, if you look on the back of your paper on reframing, one of the things for reframing is positive thinking. So for the authorizing conditions that you wrote, let's write down, for each one, write down something positive that you could have done instead of what you went through. So let's write down that. Or if you can't think of anything positive, think of something realistic that you could have done instead. Or if you can't think of anything else, think of something that you wish you would have done instead of. Okay, now let's try to remember and try to think of like the exact time of when this happened or whenever this event or situation took place. Think of how long you were going through these stages. Like, think of as a whole how long it took you to get over it, and then separate it of how long were you depressed or how long were you resulted to eating or how long were you angry. Like, think about, write down the time length of each thing. Okay, so now I want you guys to go back and read everything that you wrote down. Try to put yourself back in that position that you were in. And just read it carefully and then just try to examine it. And just think about it for a second. Are you still awfulizing about the event now that you're thinking about it? Or how's it making you feel now?
Well, I think now that I'm like, I can sympathize with myself, but I also like, since I am grateful that I know why it happened and why it was probably for the best that it happened, I don't feel as sorry for myself as I used to. Like the victim, I feel more like the, outside perspective.
So would you like to share what?
Oh yeah, sure. I was in a relationship, my longest relationship that I had at the time, sophomore year, and I thought everything was going peachy, and I sacrificed a lot for him, and I don't know, I just like felt really strong feelings for him, and we never really truly discussed what like each other was really deeply intellectually like feeling. I just kind of went with the flow of how he wanted it to go. And so then after the summer we started our junior years, he told me that he gave me the God card pretty much, like he wasn't wanting it anymore. And 2 months later he started dating somebody, so I was just kind of like shocked by that. And I took a year to like really get over it because I thought of our relationship in a different way. And so I slept a lot. I was depressed. I didn't think I could get anything better than what I had and stuff. But then this year, like, we're still friends. He told me like what really went down was he wasn't ready for a commitment. And he realized that while dating me. And so now I'm okay.
So now you really don't see yourself as you.
And I'm dating somebody great right now. So, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's really good. So now that you actually got to think about it and write it down, the exercise is called reframing. And it's basically reflecting and thinking of ways that you can be more positive. And so a lot of behavior groups, they always ask, well, what if? And that question comes about a lot. Like, what if I could have done this? Or what if I could have did this? Or what if this would have happened? Well, sometimes we can't change what happened. Some things you just have to let happen. So, hopefully this will help you guys to think more positive in any situation that's given. And it's always better to think more positive than it is to think negative. If you think negative, you have to come up with like 2 or 3 positive things to take away that negative. So I hope this will help you guys. If you have any more stressful events, that you can think more positive. Maybe the awfulizer length of time isn't so long. Maybe it shortens, and it should, as you get better with how to cope with it. So I believe that's time, and you're gonna